All of my computers are getting their IP addresses through DHCP that was set up on switch 1. I can introduce a security challenge. Maybe an attacker, maybe an employer, maybe someone wants to set up a rogue DHCP server. This would be more realistic by using Kali Linux and connecting through Wi-Fi, but just for you to understand, an attacker could set up a server that is also going to distribute IP addresses to new computers joining my network. So for example, when a new legit computer joins the network and wants to connect to my switch or to my Wi-Fi and receive an IP address, something called the DORA process starts. DORA stands for Discover, Offer, Request, and Acknowledge. So first, the computer only has a MAC address, and when it joins the network, the computer sends a DHCP Discover broadcast asking, hey, is there any DHCP server available on the network? And then our legit DHCP server responds with a DHCP offer, suggesting an IP address, a subnet mask, a gateway, and everything. So the computer is going to send back a DHCP request confirming that it wants to use it and use the offered address. And finally, the DHCP server is going to send a DHCP acknowledgement. Officially, it's going to assign to this new computer its IP, subnet mask, everything, and then it's going to be able to communicate with all the other computers on the network. But a race condition might happen. If there is a rogue DHCP on my network, then whenever this computer asks for an IP address and asks like, is there any DHCP server available, then this server might for any reason be able to answer faster than my switch, and then my PC11 would receive its IP address, subnet mask, and everything from the rogue DHCP server that is controlled by the attacker. And if it happens, the malicious actor that controls the rogue DHCP server can send me to different domains, he can block me internet access, he can do a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to protect my network against it by enabling DHCP snooping on switch 1. So I'm going to go to my console, enable, enter my password, configure terminal. And to protect my network, I only need to run IP DHCP snooping and IP DHCP snooping VLAN 1020. DHCP snooping turns my switch into a security filter. It decides which ports are allowed to send DHCP responses. So now on my switch 2, I got to configure it so DHCP offers coming from this cable, the trunk cable, are trusted. So I'm going to run enable, enter my password, configure terminal, and I'm going to select the interface where the trunk is connected to, and I'm going to run IP DHCP snooping trust, and then exit. And then to protect myself against the malicious actor trying to connect to switch 2 itself, then I'm going to run again IP DHCP snooping and IP DHCP snooping VLAN 1020. What have I done? This switch is only going to negotiate DORA through this port. So right now, if I exit everything and I run show IP DHCP snooping, you can see that the trusted port is Fast Ethernet 01, only this port. I can also see the switch DHCP snooping is enabled and it's configured for the following VLANs 10 and 20.